This is not the internet. This is the metaverse. Hello pioneers. Today we're going to take a look at the marketplaces and some of the other applications that are available on Pi Network. See what we have that we can play with. To start with, I thought we'd take a look at the new mining rate. We can see here it's 0.0166 Pi per hour now. That's a decrease of 11%. The mainnet metrics, we have roughly about 900 million Pi in mining rewards migrated, 700 million currently locked up, which leaves us 200 million available out in the wild there. Looking at the mining rate, I thought we might just go through and see, for the new pioneers, give them an idea of what they can do to try and boost their mining rate. You see here we have a whole pile of boosters and rewards, but new pioneers, they don't have any referral team or anything like that, so they don't get the security circle or anything. So what's one thing we can do? Well, if you look at the utility usage bonus, I'm getting 0.67 in rewards for that. Now, as a new pioneer, you're getting 12.3 Pi per month, right? Just on the basic levels of everything. Now, if you can do the utility usage, right, well, that nearly doubles your Pi per month. So this is what I do to achieve that. Every time I get a new mining session, I go to the Pi browser and I click on every single one of these icons. I have my KYC already, so I don't worry about that one. After that, I head over to the next I go to the PiChain Mall ecosystem, and then I head over to these four, over to these next four applications. Again, I'm not doing anything on these, I'm just visiting the sites. And then lastly, I go to the Pi Games, and I might play one or two games. I've been on here, I played 0 games, I played 20 games. July 27th, core team released the SDK. Unfortunately now though, all our marketplaces are waiting for mainnet wallets for their businesses. I don't know what the hold up is here, because core team could do this any time, so we just got to wait and see. We saw Express Pi say that they were going to start on August 1st at 8 PM GMT, but as you can see, as of now, this still hasn't happened. I've seen some other tweets where they're talking about August 16 now. You can see here they've got a consensus price of $314, so that's interesting, but they're competing against people like Pi Mall Metro and Doris and all her merchants that are going on to the PiChain Mall. For me, I'm going to go where I can get my highest value, so when I buy a piano, I'm going to be going to this guy. We've seen some other peer-to-peer actions. They're at a much higher consensus value, so this is what Pi Express will be competing against. The first guys to go online were the guys at Pi Webinars with the Pi eCard. The lottery is still not available. I've been talking to Oliver, so they're going to be doing the buying Pi with crypto through Coinbase Commerce API. We've also seen Pi World Cafe is going to be opening on the 7th of August, so that's interesting. And we've got Pi 81 and What You Got, with some tentative release dates. So we'll see what happens there. This week we saw an interview with CFAN, Nicholas and CNBC. Nothing new really came out of this, but it's all good promotion, so go and check that out. The link's in the description there, along with all the other links for all the applications I've been discussing. of interest is the Fairchild guys. They're talking about establishing crypto banks in Hong Kong and Singapore with backing with Swiss private banks. So this has a lot of potential to be very interesting. We've had our first death in the family, the Pi 200 Mall. They're no longer developing. I think they're having trouble with the global consensus value. To go along with that, I'll talk about my Pi Metaverse because people have been asking. We're currently stalled because we're trying to raise funds. So if you're a high net worth individual and you want to invest in Metaverse on Pi blockchain, just let me know in the contacts up the top. This next one's quite controversial. Nishinko, she just released a video to me, I know this type of thing is going to be coming through the use of smart contracts. Taking a look at NFTs, I finally completed all the 50 NFTs that I pre-sold to all the pioneers. Thanks to everybody who contributed to that. It was a lot of fun. Just waiting on the Pi NFT platform to go live and I'll start minting. Highlighting NFT number 21 here. This was ordered by one of the guys who has a test restaurant for Red Lobster, and he asked for a blue lobster because this is going to be a logo for their new restaurant, so that's quite exciting. Out of the 50, I guess it's hard to pick, but I think if I had to pick one, then number 15 here, ordered by Brian, would probably have to be my favourite. It's just based on the Ghost in the Shell, and it really turned out great. I'll just leave you with this. Our old friend Elon Musk, he sure loves talking about Pi, and he keeps on making references to it. So we'll see what happens down the road about that. Guess that's about it. I know everyone's still trying to get their KYC. I think we've done about 1.5 or 2 million pioneers so far. So I hope you all get your KYC invites and approvals soon and get migrated to mainnet. I consider myself very, very lucky to be selected in the first few to be over. So hopefully we'll get some marketplaces, and I'll be able to take my Pi out for a bit of a test run. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll catch you later.